Gait analysis is an analysis of how your feet land during a run. A neutral gait, or a supination for its fancy title, is where your foot lands perfectly. But what of the other types of gaits, or landings if you like, and what are their side effects?
One of the more common ones, and what most people will know them as, is a fallen arch. Or we'd call that an overpronation, where your inside your foot tends to land on, before the outside. And what happens there is you can get some very, very common injuries, shin splints, etc. Some calf injuries. And then a very small percentage of people will have what's called a supination, and that's basically where you're putting the weight on the outside of your foot. And the crossover there is most people who are in that area would be more inclined to take a neutral trainer, whereas the people with the fallen arches are in need of its support.
Time to have my gait analysed then, before listening to some feedback from the experts, in this case, James.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line down from your Achilles tendon down to the heel of the shoe, and it's going to give us an angle. We use our software here then to align that with a straight line, and it gives us a result, so we can see that is quite offset. If we were to compare that with a straight line, you can see that you're quite out.
My right foot landing was no better.
Should be relatively straight. It should be within the range of one of these lines. Should have more of an angle, more like this.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
With my shoddy landing technique in mind, James suggested a neutral runner, one with the low arch, which he felt would best suit me. The results were a lot better.
You can see there that it is quite a neutral gait. If you had any of the overpronation, you would tend to have an angle much steeper, something like this. Okay, so as it's within that range, we can say that it is safe. It's correct for you to be in a neutral style runner.
Excellent. With my lefty also passing the test, it was time to compare a neutral style of runner to my own pair.
This is the footwear that you are wearing at the minute. Alright, and you can see that it's got quite a high arch on it. It's got a very, very dense foam. So two issues with that. The first thing, the high arch doesn't support your natural gait. It's going to offset your feet and you're landing with the wrong type of your foot, and the particularly dense foam means that it's forcing you into this position as well. The neutral style trainer, it's a much lower arch. It's going to complement someone with a neutral gait position, and again you have a much softer foam, which is going to help you on the road quite a bit.
James, thanks for your advice. I think I better take this and practice.
Run with it.
And run. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Paul.